What's going on, gamers? We got an interesting article here to cover on Twitter here that is actually blowing up right now. And I knew when I saw this was something that's actually going to get bigger than people thought it would be, because it's like it exposes a lot of things. And we're not just talking about PlayStation here, but we're talking about GameStop. Now, I don't know if you guys remember back in the days, Hollywood Video, right? They had a section in the video game world called Game Crazy, which I liked a lot better than GameStop. GameStop to me was always a-kissing, bootlicking corporate hires. I never really was a fan of GameStop compared to Game Crazy, because they were always more about people and gaming and customers more than GameStop, which was all about corporations and making a bunch of profit off of you. And the GameStop CEO just got exposed. Are you ready? Because this is about to get interesting. Become a member, leave a tip down below, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this. Okay, so the interesting thing about this is not necessarily what Sony's doing, but how the GameStop CEO, where you go to pick up something physical, where you go get your consoles, where you trade in stuff, right? You're like, okay, GameStop, right? But we know GameStop, though. It doesn't even surprise me. But it gets pretty bad. The GameStop CEO dismisses Sony's physical disc phase out. You're like, wait, hold up here. What are you talking about, AGN? Yeah, the GameStop CEO makes it clear that the reason why he got in that position, he hasn't been at with GameStop since the beginning, is for a different reason than what you thought. It had nothing to do with physical copies. In his mind, he doesn't care that Sony's doing that, and he's okay with it. Yeah, let's get into this, right? In a Bloomberg interview on July 16th, right? It's July 16th today. GameStop CEO Ryan, this loser right here, Cohen, called Sony's move. Pay attention to this. Sony's move to end physical disc. Let me highlight this for you. To end physical disc for new PlayStation games starting January 2028. Totally irrelevant. So to him, it's irrelevant. I don't care. What are you crying about? Who cares? I don't care. We're talking about GameStop, by the way, where you could get used copies, physical stuff, right? But the thing is, GameStop is salty because the digital realm has killed their greed. Because even though I love physical preservation, but GameStop used to take advantage of that. And because they didn't get their way, they're coming out with a salty, egotistical comment that's very desensitized and soulless, right? It's like, oh yeah, GameStop came out and said what Sony just did to them is totally irrelevant. Yeah, I bet, because you were made irrelevant a while ago. It just only would have been okay if digital ownership was there. But GameStop has been trashed for a while. I'm not surprised about what they said. I only use them when they do physical trading promotions for consoles to get a cheaper console. Other than that, I don't have a use for GameStop. I used to go in there on purpose and buy digital currency just to make them mad, because I hate their policies and I don't like the way they've done things to the gaming community. He's always a scumbag company, right? So him saying that just exposes everything about GameStop's history. Right there, go ahead and do it. Yeah, you're not that smart. He noted software now, keep this in mind what he says, guys, this is important. Software now accounts for less than 12% of GameStop sales. They weren't lying to you. Digital is that big now. The problem is, it's how Sony is treating the rest of the digital gaming community, which if you look at PlayStation historically, which I've explained before, PS1 CD disc phenomenon against Nintendo's cartridges, PS2 DVD $199, PS3 Blu-ray. Now, they haven't had multiple discs, and PS4 combating Xbox One's DRM policy. What we know the guy, Don Matrick. Historically, Sony has a huge phenomenon when it comes to physical disc manufacturing. And for them to abandon that medium, kind of like just disrespects the whole legacy of PlayStation to the PS5 era. But the funny thing is, even in the PS5 era where you had the PS4 digital option, the PS5, which was the same specifications, which Microsoft didn't do till later, was what they manufactured more than the digital, because that was $500 rather than $399. Sony was trying to make more money. Whereas Microsoft was getting you to buy and mass produce the $299 Series S model over the Series X, which was way more powerful, but had a disk drive. They were promoting more of the diskless medium with Game Pass. This is something that's been in effect. It's not something that you have to wait till 2028. Microsoft has been trying to move you into that phase. Only brain-dead Xbox fanboys like GameStop don't get that, because he can't do anything else except try to come after somebody that shows you the truth about Microsoft because he's a fraud. Somebody that comes after somebody that tries to show you the truth. And then if you look at their channels, you notice they don't say anything about people doing anything against PlayStation or Nintendo, right? Unless it fits the Xbox narrative, because he's brainwashed by his master Dirt, who sends him after to attack people that can't come after content creators themselves, right? And that just gives you the idea about mediums, about channels like that, because if you look on YouTube, nobody else makes a video about AGN except him, who can't make a thumbnail and can't make original content because he has to wait on you to make the content and make the thumbnail and make it big. And he gets threatened by the truth because he's a fraud and he lives in a lie. So he steals off of your content to try to make something and gets butthurt Xbox fanboys and brain dead fanboys to sit there and boost him after he has a banned account anyways, because he's a loser and nobody likes him. Nobody pays attention to that except losers in that world. When you come on AGN's channel, you see him make content against PlayStation, equally against Xbox. So I'll do Xbox content, but you can go back and take a look at years of my older channel. I only been up for 2 years and 6 months, by the way, now. That's right, only 2 years and 6 months. And I've been past him up in subs who had multiple channels. And you can't mess with AGN. He'll never get anything past like 2,000, 3,000 views unless somebody boosts him. But AGN is hitting 15,000, 18,000. You see it all over. He was literally salty about the PSSR too, because he can't get that on his channel. He just wants to harass people and not make a thumbnail and bum off of other people's content. Like I said, that's pretty much low IQ behavior there. So continuing, while collectibles like trading cards and Funko Pops make up over half, GameStop is making more money off of that than physical medium, so they're salty, like losers in the Xbox world. GameStop has shifted since Cohen's 2021 takeover. Think about this since this guy's been in here. Thriving on items that draw crowds to stores and online resale, because he knew that the physical medium was failing. It was. Digital was taking over everything. But GameStop was trash anyways. Even as gamers push back against losing tangible game copies, they're not making the money they wanted to anymore. They're salty. And because they're losing, they start hating. That's what haters do, though. So the funny thing is, though, we're going to get into some comments here. This gets interesting. So Charlie Instel has a post, about 500,000 views right here, saying GameStop CEO has stated that PlayStation ending physical disc support doesn't matter at all to them. He says it's totally irrelevant. 2 times he said that. GameStop's business as physical disc sales represents a very small portion of their business because they can't play that game anymore and nobody falls for it. They got left dry. So they're salty. Yeah, GameStop, it seems like that's a you problem and nobody else. Going down, Charlie Intel says GameStop CEO says Pokemon cards and collectibles is their most profitable business. So they have to live off of Nintendo, who supports physical mediums the most. I try to tell you when it comes to Nintendo. They were keeping GameStop alive more than PlayStation and Xbox in that world. That's how much digital has affected physical. Believe it or not, they're telling you the truth. It's not a lie. But it doesn't mean that I would give up fighting for the physical world. Right? We got a balance here on this channel. You're not going to come to AGN's channel and see me harass people 24/7, not make a thumbnail, and not have any original content to give my original point of view in depth on articles 24/7. And the PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, RAM Cartel, PC, Nvidia world, right? You're seeing AGN do nothing but cover this. I'm not waking up to bum off of somebody else's video. That means that person does not have an imagination and they can't do anything original. It's pretty sad, but yeah, I'm just saying, it's pretty obvious. Just take a look at the world. You'll see that. So CEO is making it clear that I need Pokemon cards and collectibles and amiibos and all that to make my business profitable. And Nintendo is the one that's supplying that. Kind of funny, isn't it? Let's keep going down. Jamie says, yeah, because they've moved to scalping Pokemon cards. And that's the thing. All corporations are doing this. Walmart is doing it. Target was doing it. When you go in there, people are fighting like infantiles over Pokemon cards. So it's like, you're not doing nothing from your soul. You're not innovating anything for the gaming community. You're just bumming off of Nintendo's phenomenon because you don't have anything left. You can't rip off gamers anymore. So now you're salty and you're telling gamers after your physical medium failed, you don't care about the physical medium they have left over. GameStop cannot get more scumbaggish than this. See, AGN covering this original content here, showing you what I see here, right? Not parroting and blending in and being a fraud on a one-sided dead-end perspective in the Xbox world, which is absolutely brain dead. You know what I mean? It's like, I just gotta tell the truth. I'm just saying, if I see somebody only defending Xbox, But if you say something about PlayStation and Nintendo and all this and that, it's all okay. But if you say something about Xbox that appear, I say, oh man, you're a low IQ moron. I don't take you serious. I can't because you don't have any thinking skills. You're sitting over there defending a corporation that is dumped on you 24/7. You take the load in the face and in the behind, and you don't do anything about it. You come in defend it. Yeah, that's people like the Lamester guy. The guy is a total moron. I'm telling you. Why do you think AGN does not react to that type of content? Because I feel like I would have to downgrade my mentality and float down 10,000 miles to go down that low and be that slow to react and put it on my channel. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I'll say it right here on this video, but I am not going to post and future him because he's too low-minded for me. I can't take him serious. I kind of feel like I'd be dropping my IQ massively and my intelligence and lowering myself to that delusional mindset. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a brain dead Xbot. I don't need to do that. Let's keep continuing down. 500 Casino says, then what exactly is GameStop selling now? Not nothing. They're just bumming off of global phenomenon success. Everybody knows Pokemon trading cards have been there for a long time. So do something for me so I can come in there and leech. Kind of sounds familiar. Going down, Liza P says, because there are a bunch of performative cucks online who are okay with watching Netflix and downloading apps on their phone. It's actually pretty funny. Oh, man. But yeah, GameStop does not get any more pathetic than this. Look at this company. They're sitting over here spitting in your face telling you we don't care about physical disc support because we failed and we got left dry and our ripping you off got shut down. From the get-go, they're letting you know they are a scumbag corporation. It does not get any more anti-consumer than this. Listen to AGN. This company is telling you if they were doing fine on physical medium, they would fight for it because it would benefit the GameStop corporation. They were never about gamers. They were always about lining their pockets and deceiving you and getting you to trading something so that they can resell it for a higher value. Talk about grifting and thrifting, right? It's all right there in front of your face. You know what, GameStop CEO? You know what I think about you? You're a loser. That's what I think about you. I don't feel sorry for you at all. This guy is a total loser. He's letting you know this right now. The NC Master says, isn't this like Popeye saying, eh, who cares about chicken? Like it's literally what you're built on. 100% correct. It's like, wow, bro, can you get more pathetic here? This guy is so pathetic. How can GameStop CEO come out and say physical games don't matter? That is the soul and the foundation of the history of your corporation. I'm not going to call you a company. You're a rotten corpse now that failed. You're sitting there, you remind me of that loser I'm just talking about. You know what I mean? It's like so funny here because it's like you failed so bad. Now you're just bumming off of Nintendo's Pokemon phenomenon. It's just been around since the 90s. You can't do anything for the gaming community because you never wanted to. You just wanted to make money off of them and call yourself GameStop. Wow, I'm stopping to you in the physical reality outside, but you're telling me something physical doesn't matter? How much more pathetic can you get? You're more pathetic than Microsoft at the moment. This is embarrassing, guys. Seriously, though, man, think about this. It's like NC Master has the right thing saying this right here. You know, I want to see what some people have to say about this. Shotgun Cypher says, more like them starting on biscuits and then the chicken taking over primary sales and saying, who cares about biscuits? Like it sucks, but they no longer have that as their main revenue source. Apparently, besides the CEO, isn't exactly the brightest anyways. He thinks selling Funko Pops is a sustainable business. No, it's actually pathetic because you realize how much he's sitting over there just needling and arming off of other people's businesses. Hold up, the EO of GameStop really just say Funko Pops and trading cards are more viable than option than video games, aka the pillars and foundations of their entire existence. Someone got bro out of that role and into disc production. That's absolutely hilarious. No, guys, I'm telling you, this is absolutely pretty sad. Stop killing games. You will own nothing and be happy, right? It's all right here. No, look, man, I'll tell you right now, Pirate just posted it too. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen says Sony's decision to end physical PlayStation game discs won't have a meaningful impact on the company. Yeah, because you're already dead in the water, right? Cohen, of course he is pro, own nothing, and be happy. It's always these efforts that don't play games that are like, it doesn't matter. You're just numbers to these people. You don't matter to them. Don't say that. Don't stay in this abusive relationship. It will only get worse. I'm only showing up to trade in to get more profit and almost get back the same money I had. Let me tell you something. When I traded in my PS5, right, I feel like I got the money back that I paid for it day one. Actually, more than that. And then I ended up getting a PS5 Pro for $380. I beat GameStop at their own game, and they gave me back equal money or more money. That's the game you want to play with this company. And because people probably started figuring that out, I'm telling you, I used to go to GameStop on purpose to get digital currency and trade in stuff and wait on massive deals and then be sitting there getting mad and red in the face. So, you guys are losers. I guarantee you, if the CEO of this company says wake up every day and lick his behind, you would do it. That's how much of corporate sellouts you guys are. You never cared about gamers. Screw GameStop. I don't give a damn what the CEO has to say. You hear that, gamers? He's saying you're so effing addicted that you can't help yourself. Are you going to let him spit in your face like that? 100%. It's right here in front of your face. I mean, he's just right. They just need to stock up on sexy Chung Lee figurines and cringy gamer t-shirts, and they'll be all right. That just made my day, honestly. But there we have it, guys. I want you guys to let me know what you actually think about this. I had to come roast the GameStop CEO because he's such a loser. This is some of the most saltiest comments I've seen about a company that actually relied off of the physical medium for a long time, had some of the hugest midnight releases, and got a lot of support from the gaming community. It's like, bro, can you be more cringe? Can you be more pathetic? I guess he just sank to a new low with this post. Yeah, guys, leave a comment down below. Seriously, let me know what you guys think. And remember, keep on gaming no matter what platform. And we got to add it in, or app, because of GOG, that you're on. Later, AGN out. Don't be lame like Lamesta. Guy's a loser.